What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Coop in the Coop coming with another YouTube video, and today I have a Black Desert Awakening Maegu PvE guide. It's not going to be too in-depth, just going to be what I've experienced in PvE. I'm going to be showing you guys my light stones, my crystals, my pack-to-pack movement at certain locations, giant add-ons for Elvia. I'm going to also show you my Gyfin add-ons and how to use Garmoth to kind of see your hit rate and damage calcs for certain locations. So if you like this video, get some good information out of it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys. We've been making really good gains on YouTube and Twitch recently, and I also have been recently added to the Black Desert Content Creator Program. So I hope you guys are, who've been enjoying the content continue to enjoy it. And if you're new here, please, check out my other stuff. So yeah, I hope you guys love the video. Catch you guys later. Peace. Alright, you all. This is my crystal build for currently for any PvE grind zone that I go to that I don't use back attack damage at. This is what I'll be using. So this is what I'm primarily using most of the time. And it's just your standard 4 Macalods. You got 2 Rebellious, 2 Decimations, 2 Akrods, and we have 1 Valor in, and the Gearing Crystal, and 2 Corrupteds. And this is going to be the same for my Gyfin build pretty much, except you're going to swap the Corrupteds out for the Crystals of Mysterious Darkness, which are basically the back attack damage. And yeah, Gyfin we're going to be using just this build, and at regular zones like let's say like Dark Seekers, Ash Forest, or anything where you can't really get any extra build damage outside of monsters from the crystals. Now this one is for giants, where I'll be using critical hit damage plus human damage. So this is my giants build for that. And if I was tampering around with a back attack damage there. It's kind of similar. If you can notice a difference in damage if you're hitting the back attacks, but either one of these are decent for giants on her. So those are all of my PvE crystal builds. If you want to run something a little cheaper, you can just go for the previous versions of the Akrod, and then you can go for the Rebellious Crystals, maybe 2 Valors. If you want to go for something a little cheaper than the Gearing 2 Rebellious. So, but yeah, those are my crystals for PvE. Next thing I wanted to go over is my light stones. Now, the main one I use is the extra AP against monsters. And I also use this one right here, which is also extra AP against monsters, but it's a different lightstone set. This lightstone set is the wild, as you can see right there. And it pretty much gives, let me go here. And there you go. So you can see the effects here. It's just basically monster AP. And there's a Camasylvia one for Camasylvia mobs if you're grinding like Ash Forest or Gyfin that you can use instead of this. I don't have that one yet, so I'm currently just using this one at Gyfin. But once I get it, I'll pretty much replace this for that when I'm out there. But anywhere else, I'll probably be using this. I don't have the Vicious Shadows set or Death Blow. Those are also 2 good Lightstone sets that you could think about running. I'm going to put the Lightstone spreadsheet in the description as well. Another cheap one I have that's pretty nice is the Skill Master Lightstone effect. And as you can see, it gives you all AP plus 8, accuracy plus 12, max stamina 75, and extra all special attack damage plus 2%. Now this one is really nice if you're at the AP cap for monster damage and you want to get a little bit more out of your Lightstone set. This one's one that you can run. It'll be like a little cheaper build outside of the Vicious Shadows or the Death Blow set, where you have to get a strike, which is like 5 bill on the market right now. So it's kind of hard to get that Lightstone to make those sets. But if you do have those available, then I would make Vicious Shadows uh, over any of the other Lightstone sets. Um, Now I also have a Lightstone set for pure back attack damage. Now I've tried using this at Gyfin. It does seem a little slower right now than the wild for me, and I think that's just because I don't have enough extra AP monster damage without the wild. But once I reach that, I'll probably swap the wild out for this one just for the extra AP and back attack damage. Um, and this one's called Behind the Shadow. And I think that's all the Lightstones that I use currently in PvE. So yeah, that's it for the crystals and Lightstones. Let's go ahead and go over to our next segment. Alright, you guys. So for this next segment, I'm going to be going over your pack-to-pack movement. These skills are going to be Soul Tier, which you can put on your ring menu or hotbar. Hazy Path, which is WRB. If you put the reticle on a mob, you pretty much teleport to it. Your next pack-to-pack move will be Ambush. It's pretty much the same as Hazy Path, except it'll put you at the back of the mob. And this is going to be your F button. And your last reposition move will be Twirl and Retreat, which you can pretty much use to, if you turn your camera, you can just use it to get to a certain angle of the pack. Now, one more thing I want to add, when you use Ambush, which is your F, you can also get to the sides of each mob, so you can do it to the left, right, or straight behind the mob. So use this to kind of reposition yourself accordingly when you're grinding. When you're going from pack to pack, kind of want to just do stuff like that. Hazy Path, Ambush, kind of get you to the next pack really efficiently. You can even use Charge as well. Most of the time, you're gonna just use Soul Tier, Hazy Path, and Ambush as you're reaching different packs. And when you're alright, so now I'm gonna show you the combo that I do at Gyfin. You can also use this combo at other places where you're not instantly deleting the pack, and you need to use a infinite combo to pretty much take out the entire pack. So I'm gonna show you it first, and then I'm gonna put up like the skill rotation itself. All right. And that right there should pretty much kill each of the packs in Gyfin. And you can also do a different one here where you put Torrent in before Finale, so you can do this. Kind of messed it up at the end there, but you pretty much just swap Alright guys, so these are the consumables that I pretty much use at my grind spots. Most of the time when I'm doing dungeons, this is what I'm going to be using. And this is just because these draw, it kind of reduces the amount of damage you take by percentage from monsters. So this is really good to use in dungeons. And you get the HP recovery per hit, which is not that crazy, but um, it does help a lot in dungeons. Um, these other ones now, I'll use this mainly when I'm grinding Gyphon. I'll use this setup here with the Exquisite Cron Mill and the Frenzy Drought of Corruption. And when I'm at Giants, I'll sometimes I have been testing which one would be better. And normally it ends up being better with the Exquisite as well here. But you can use the Simple Cron if you don't reach the monster AP caps at certain locations. Then it would be better to use the Simple Cron. But if you do reach the AP caps, then just slap a Exquisite on. But this is pretty much what I use at Giants. I use the Elixir of Indignation here instead of the Frenzy Drought of Corruption because it gives the extra damage to humans, and that helps a lot once you reach the monster AP cap at Giants. Now, I haven't grinded. I've grinded Dark Seekers and Ash Forest, but I haven't been there, long enough to uh, make a specific setup. Just like testing out damage and if I can survive there and whatnot. And I can survive at Ash Forest, but Dark Seekers, I can kill the packs. It's just not efficient enough, and I'm dying in super armor, so I don't really want to risk losing crystals just yet over grinding there. So I kind of want to get some more games before I go back out there. So until then, I won't really have a guide for those locations, but then I'll update um, once I get to that comfortability of grinding those spots. Now, next planner, set up your gear. And then on the left side tab, you're gonna go down to hit rate calculator. And there's a PvE hit rate calculator and there's a PvP hit rate calculator. So you can choose whichever one you want to do for that. But for this one, we're specifically gonna hit PvE, and it'll show you. First, you want to add in your accuracy hit rates and whatnot, on skill accuracy hit rate, and your debuff for uh, like your class or whatnot if you have a skill add-on. So pretty much that's how you do this here. What I really wanted to show is your damage calcs. So you can go to your damage calculator here and click on a grind spot. So let's click on Gyphon, right? And this is like, and you can compare builds. This is what this is really nice about. So you can slap in, that consumable over there, and then you can compare it to like this, right? And obviously that one won't be worse because you're not going to be using that at Gyphon. But say let's use a Giants and the Simple, right? And you can compare both of these to each other. This build is atrocious. Um, but you can kind of see where like you can see the differences. I can